Hey everybody, just wanted to make a video warning everybody that the rapture could be in 4 days. That would be July, if you're watching this now, July 26, 2026, which also happens to be the Feast of New Wine in Israel. And I just want to give a quick calculation and the scripture to back it up that this could really be mathematically and scripturally the prophetic day of the rapture. Well, okay, first off, folks, I'm assuming you already know about the fig tree generation prophecy in the Bible. It says that the last generation will be the one that sees Israel become a nation again, will be the last generation. And then a generation in the Bible, according to this prophecy, in Psalm 90 verse 10 is 80 years, or 80 years and 364 days, right? So, I'm going to do the math for you real quick. I personally count Israel becoming a nation again on January 25th, 1949. This is the day of their first election. Not the date where America declared them a nation on May 14th, 1948. I don't think that's the best date. I think God's likely going to consider the fig tree generation starting January 25th, 1949. If you count 80 years and 364 days forward from there, you get January 24th, 2030. Which should be about the land on the mid-trib point of the 7-year tribulation. Because Matthew 24 only describes the first 3.5 years of the tribulation, then the two witnesses are raptured along with the Jewish survivors. So you get January 24th, 2030, that should happen. But to get the beginning of the tribulation, you have to count when we get raptured. You have to count back 3.5 years to the beginning of the tribulation. So when will that be? If you subtract from January 24th, 2030, which is the mid-trib, 1,278 days, which is 3.5 solar years, you get exactly July 26, 2026, the Feast of New Wine, in 4 days. Which is in 4 days, which means we could be raptured in 4 days. Mathematically and prophetically, this falls perfectly. And the Lord, although we don't always see it, He works perfectly. And His prophecies in the Bible are to the number. And folks, if this isn't my concern is that if 2026 isn't the year, we may have to wait till 2029, because I don't see on a slide rule how the fig tree generation and the 2,000-year return of Christ match up as well as it does this year. Until 2029. I don't see 2027 or 2028 being as good of candidates as this year or 2029, okay? And one of the things that concerns me is I think this is the correct way to do the math, because Jesus says in Matthew 24:34, this generation shall not pass away till all these things be fulfilled, meaning all the things He describes in Matthew 24, which is the first 3.5 years of the tribulation. Which means that means you have to end the counting of the fig tree generation at the mid-trib. And that means that if we miss this window, I don't know what else to tell you, other than we have to wait till 2029, possibly. Well, that's it, folks. Just wanted to share. Hope this helps someone. Just be encouraged. The Lord's coming. Strive ye to enter in. Pray you may be worthy to escape these things that come upon the earth. Just be faithful to the Lord and not to this world, okay? God bless.